Thank you, Elizabeth, for that one. Okay, so now I'm going to turn it over to Heather. She's going to do our presentation today.
Great. Well, hello, everybody. My name is Heather Stempson, and I'm with Koinonia Family Services. And I am excited to share a little bit about who we are at Koinonia and how we're helping build hope and stability across Orange County. Our goal is simple. We want to walk alongside individuals and families who need that extra support, connecting them to the right resources and helping rebuild them from the inside out. And we are doing that through enhanced care management. And you can go to the next slide. Who we are. So Koinonia has been around for over 40 years, and we're throughout all of California. It started back in 1982, and we're a trusted nonprofit licensed by state, and our heartbeat has always been about bringing hope and healing to children, youth, and families. And beyond foster care and adoption, which Koinonia started with originally, we now offer enhanced care management, or ECM, and that allows us to support people more holistically. And we're excited about that. So you can go to the next one. And I covered that, so we can go to the next one. What does koinonia mean? A lot of people, well, most people, even a lot of our employees don't know how to pronounce koinonia. So we hear all things. In fact, one time we received a call asking if we sold koi fish. So that always makes who we are memorable. But koinonia means relationship, and it means community and fellowship. And that's what we believe in. And we're not just a program, we're a partner in somebody's story. And we're part of a larger group or team. And we just really, really build on koinonia and the name and who we are with what we do. So you can go to the next slide. I think I kind of covered that. We can go to the next one. So ECM is a whole person support, and it's simplified. So what makes ECM different is that every person gets a dedicated care coordinator. So someone who helps them untangle all the red tape in the things that they're dealing with in life. And we look at the whole person. We look at their medical needs, their material health, the real life struggle that they're facing, like housing, food, or transportation. And we also work hand in hand with programs like community supports and community health workers. So our members are truly surrounded by care and not just referrals. And we can go to the next one. So who do we work with in Koinonia? So there's different populations of focus that we work with. When we talk about who qualifies for ECM, we call them populations of focus. So for kids and families, this includes those in foster care, experiencing homelessness, or bouncing between homes. These are families who often fall through the cracks, and ECM is designed to make sure that doesn't happen. And go to the next one.
Did it turn or no?
Yeah, you can go to the next one. So this also includes kids with frequent ER visits, high-risk pregnancies, youth with serious emotional disturbances or substance use challenges, and children with complex medical needs. So in other words, anyone whose health or situation is being affected more than just medical issues. And for the POF with adults, it's for people with multiple chronic conditions who are in and out of the ER, or those who are unhoused and trying to manage both health and life challenges. So we also support individuals with co-occurring disorders, mental health, substance use, because we know that that's really connected to stability. You can do next. Go one more. So our care coordinators, our can't even talk. Our care coordinators are the heart of this program, and our Tustin team has some pretty incredible care coordinators that I am very, very honored to work with. And they build genuine relationships, walking alongside members through every appointment, every call, every challenge. They're the consistent voice when everything else in these families' lives feels chaotic. And they connect people to food, housing, transportation, and a sense of stability. And it's just about building trust and walking this journey together with our care coordinators and these families. Go ahead. So, social determinants of health. You'll hear this phrase a lot. You might have already heard it, but it simply means all the everyday things that impact health. Again, housing, food, transportation, employment, education, and access to care. So ECM steps in to remove those barriers. Maybe someone can't go get to their doctor or they don't have groceries. Our team helps connect those dots so people can actually focus on healing and thriving. Next. We can do one more and one more. So we do have a compassionate approach. Our approach is trauma informed, meaning we prioritize safety, transparency, and giving people choices. We partner closely with Cal Optima, Kaiser, school, hospitals, and community organizations. Above all, we lead with compassion and respect, and we treat every person with dignity and respect, no matter their story. Next. So, who is eligible for free ECM services? One of the biggest things I like to point out is ECM is free, free, free. It is a Medi-Cal benefit designed, to help people with complex needs get coordinated support. And there's no age limit. Children, youth, and adults can all qualify as long as they have Medi-Cal through a managed care plan with Cal Optima or Kaiser. Next. So I would love to share just an incredible success story that we were having with one of the families that we're working with Koinonia. And it truly shows ECM in action. So one of our families is a household of 7, ranging from 54 years old to a 5-month-old baby. They were living in a motel. They were facing multiple barriers, including 2 teen moms, criminal backgrounds, and mental health challenges. And through our ECM support, they have secured permanent housing, connected with a pediatric specialist, completed a job readiness program, and joined a parenting support group for young moms. And there's still a long way to go with this family, but they share that they finally feel hopeful again. And that's what ECM services is all about. You can go to the next one. So our vision and values, our mission is to bring hope and healing through meaningful relationships. Our vision is a community where every child, youth, and family can thrive. And our values, compassion, collaboration, integrity, excellence, guide everything we do in both offices and the community. So if you know anyone who needs ECM support services, we are there for you.
Thank you, Heather. Does anyone have any questions for Heather before we move on? Okay, great. Thank you. I'm now going to turn
I'm
it.
sorry. I'm sorry. I do have a question for
Yeah.
her. This is Kalita, and I'm trying to get on camera. My phone is acting weird, but forgive me. Um, Heather, I just want to know where you get all this energy. You are so awesome in your presentation. It's
It's
great.
called caffeine.
Oh, okay.
Coffee.
Well, I need that brand. You need to share. No,
No,
this
but
is
I will
really
just say I love what I do. I love with the team that I work with. I love seeing, what has come out of our services here at Koinonia with our ECM families. So it just makes me love coming to work every day.
awesome. Awesome. Well, I definitely will be sending people your way now that I know about the services you all provide. So
Oh,
thank
that
you.
is awesome. Where do you work?
Second Baptist Church of Santa Anna.
Great, great.
Yep.
Of our newest members.
Oh, I
Yep.
love it.
Yeah, we're super excited. Okay, I'm now going to turn it over to Diana Delgado. She's the one who runs our back office. Diana, do you want me to share your screen or do you just want me to go?
Can you just go and then I'll just let you know when to move on over to the next slide.
All right, there you are.
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Diana and I work for the help desk. So I'm the one responding to the majority of all the tickets. So if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to submit a ticket and I'm more than happy to assist you with whatever questions you may have. So the first topic that I will be reviewing is how to update a GetHelpOC user role. And so to update a user role, a referral manager will need to submit a GetHelpOC account update form. In this form, you can find it on our website. And so Once located on the website, it'll pull up this form, which you can fill out on behalf of the user, and you can request changes to their role or access to GetHelpOC. On the right side, you can see an example of the form. On the form, you can select between the options that best applies to the user role or update request. The options will be listed under the title this GetHelpOC user is, and you can see the different topics, or sorry, the selections that you can choose from. Please note that this action transfers the role from a referral manager to another user, and that there can only be one referral manager per service. Once the role has been switched, the new referral manager will have all the previous pending and active referrals reassigned to them. Can you please move to the next slide? Okay, so how to manage agency services and referrals. So on your portal, you're able to view all your agency services and referrals. To ensure that your agency services are updated and reflect the latest program eligibility, please review the Making Updates to Your Agency Services knowledge base article. To review your agency listed services, programs in GetHelpOC portal, navigate to the Manage Services screen that is located on the gray banner. Once you click on that title, a service and the details will populate for you to review. If you wish to make any updates to your services that are listed, please email our resource team, and you can also locate the email right beneath that. Okay. To manage your agency referrals, we recommend taking timely action to support with direct referrals that help connect community members to the resources they are in need of. Please review the Navigate the Referral tab and logging an outcome of a direct referral knowledge base article to help you navigate the referral tabs and to help you select the correct outcome for the referral.
Diana, can I share a note?
Yes, go ahead. Huh?
Yeah, thank you, Diana, for sharing. And we just wanted to bring this up for the group discussion as the holiday is coming up. There may be some staff that's going to be out of office, so we wanted to encourage partner agencies to plan ahead and reassign referral managers that will be out of office, as well as if there's any changes or updates to your services, as there may be some seasonal updates. So please do review these knowledge base articles and plan accordingly to help us better support our community and your agency. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Elizabeth. Can you move to the next slide, please? Okay. So give me a second here. Okay, so the GetHelpOC database has over 3,000 programs and services listed, and they are updated annually to ensure that this information is up to date. As a GetHelpOC partners, users have the ability to search for resources that can help community members. Please refer to the Resource Search Knowledge Base article to help you navigate the GetHelpOC resource database. So to search for resources, there are different options that are available, which I will provide a quick demo on how to complete each search option. So give me just a second and go ahead and share my screen. Okay. Okay, so as I mentioned, there are different options. The first option is searching for a taxonomy field and by the zip code. So this is a fake client data, and once you click search taxonomy, you will have a list populate of different taxonomies. So for this example, we're going to select food pantries, and then we're going to click the zip code. Click search, and then you will have different options that will populate. So these are the two options that you're able to send out to the client. And this is the first option on how to search for taxonomy field and by the zip code. And then the second option is sending a direct referral on behalf of a consented client to any of GetHelpOC's participating partners. And so on the taxonomy search bar here, you're able to click on the direct referral option, and you just click the toggle here. and it will only populate agency partners that are able to receive direct referrals. And it can also be identifiable by this star here next to the name. So once you click the referral and you send the referral, it will give you the option for a direct referral option. So you can click yes here and then go ahead and click save. So that's the second option. And then the last option is looking for the exact name of an agency or service or keyword. So in this case, we're going to input stepping stones. Let me remove this option. Click search all. Oh, I apologize. I'm not sure why it's not populating here.
Is it because the zip code is still there, Diana?
Last time it was because it was a space. Oh, there it is.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's very tricky, so
Very
make
true.
sure that you don't add that little space option. If not, it wouldn't populate it. So I clicked, I inputted stepping stones, and then it will just populate whatever you're looking for. So if you're just looking for the agency services that the agency provides, it will only show up it would only provide stepping stone services. If you're looking for a specific service, so let's say soup kitchen, it would only provide soup kitchen referrals. So this is a little bit more specific. If you want something more general, I would just go to this option over here. But if you want just direct referrals, just toggle this option here and it will filter it out for you. And I'm just going to pause here just to see if anyone has any questions regarding how to search for these different kinds of options.
Diana, could you clarify again for me what constitutes a direct referral versus an indirect referral?
Yeah, so let me show my screen really quick here.
Thank you.
Great question. And so there are different resources that we have in our system, which will include agency partners that only accept direct referrals. And so the ones that don't receive direct referrals will not have a star next to it. And so the caller will have to, or the client will have to reach out to the agency themselves.
Mm,
And so we can provide the information to them through text message, as stated here. So you can either email it to them, you can text it to them, or you can send it through chat, which is a different feature. But if they don't accept direct referrals, this option will not populate for you. It will not give you the option to toggle this here. So if the client is consented and has gone through that whole option of them being able to share the information with the other agency partners, it will populate for you. So if the client has not given their consent, you won't be able to send any direct referrals to any of our agency partners as well.
And all of you on here today are GetHelpOC network partners, so you guys are all eligible. If you signed up to have direct referrals, which some of you guys have not, but some of you have. So all of you guys are network partners. So you'd have a star behind your name if you guys were doing a search in our 211 database with yourselves, because you are network partners. And you'd be able to receive direct referrals from our 211 team or any of the other network partners if you are set up for that. Sometimes agencies will not choose to receive direct referrals just due to capacity issues, or they pause them, or they're just not set up for that and they use it more for giving the referrals.
Thank you so much for your input, Belisa. Does anyone have any other questions, or do they find any difficulties navigating this section? Okay, I think we can move forward to the next slide. So there are a few updates, and this is regarding the referral outcomes. So when recording an outcome of a referral, users will now have 3 additional outcomes to select from, and it's client no longer interested, client refused services, and no show. Please refer to the article Navigate the Referral tab and logging an outcome of a direct referral to help guide users on how to record an outcome. This article also provides a guideline on which outcome can be selected based based off of the outcome of the referral. So on the right side, you can see the new 3 options that were added on there. And so these are now going to be available as of tomorrow. And that is pretty much all the new GetHelpOC topics and updates. Go ahead, Kalita.
Yeah, so is there, I have had a referral that I've received and the phone number was incorrect. So how do we disposition those?
And so let me see here. If you can, I'll reach out to you through a ticket so that way I can look into it. It might have just been a type in error, but I think in this case we might have to put unable to contact because of the wrong number. But I can look into it to see if there's anything that I can look on my end to see if it was probably inputted wrong. There's different ways for me to double check to see if I can find that phone number for you. But in most cases, it's unable to contact.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Does that
Any other?
make sense for Diana?
You can always submit a ticket as well, and I can always look into any issues that you might be having or if you have any feedback as well. It's greatly appreciated.
Okay. Okay, this one is going to be me or Dana. This is, yeah, this one is me. So we are asking all of you, like we do send out reports for like our referrals to your agencies, as you can see. Like, so right here, these are like the pending referrals that we have from since we launched. So when we launched in 2023, we had 291 that were not logged. We have 844 that have not been logged, and we have 2,196, or no, sorry, 642. These referrals here are ones that are pending. And so what we'd really like you guys to do is what we're asking you is like to please log your referrals. Actually, really, that's really what it comes down to. So that means like when we ask every agency within 2 weeks, if possible, please log the outcome of that referral that has been made to you. Even if you're like, we're still like, it's still working on it, you know, or unable to contact or in process. Any information so that we know that this individual is still being connected to the resources that they want. Because if at the end of the day, if they're not being connected to the help that they need, then they're just sitting there. Then they're not getting the services that they need. Or if you're unable to contact them. So in case it is like a wrong phone number, which was like an error that was put in, that individual doesn't know. So they're still sitting there waiting to get connected to somebody and nobody's able to reach them. And maybe that was something that was done on our end or from like another agency, but we can't do anything if we don't know about it. And this also gives us like the ability to identify where those service gaps are. So if these individuals are falling through the cracks because there's no service for them, we as a county, as an agency, as just humans, we can't meet that need if we don't know that it is there. So it's very important that you guys please all log these outcomes, and it also allows us to better serve our community and our residents that are seeking support from all of us. So if you guys are receiving reports from Diana that would say, hey, your agency has X amount of referrals that still need to be logged, please go back in and log the outcome if you know the status of the outcome. If a staff member has left and they're no longer there and you're not able to like determine exactly what happened, you could just go in and either just clear out the referral, talk with Diana about it and say, like, these people were gone. Here's the record of what we do have that is listed on there. And if you can pull any information from it, or at least if you're able to go in, and that clears those outstanding referrals out on our end. So it does not show that they're just still sitting there. Does anyone have any questions on the logging the outcome and the importance of logging the outcome? And if you guys don't do it in 2 weeks, like, try and do it as soon as you can. Like we do have like one agency that their program automatically off the board takes 4 weeks to get enrolled in. And we know that from the very beginning. And they're like, from the time we get the person till the end, it is 4 weeks before we are going to be able to say this person is in our program. We know that. So we're not expecting necessarily an answer from them within 2 weeks. But if we don't get an answer from them within 6 weeks, then we know to follow back up and be like, hey, what's the status of this referral? because you haven't logged an outcome. So if there's anything specific with you guys' programs that you might take a little bit longer, like let us know. But in the, what we would like ideally is within 2 weeks for it to please have that outcome logged. And you can reach out to our help desk, which is Diana, at any given time for additional support if you need it. So this is our current outcomes right here. Hang on, I'm going to move my little bar because I can't see all of it over there. So these are outcomes from July through September. So these ones we had like right here for September, we had 104 that we were unable to contact, that these are logged outcomes, 158 from August and 113 from July. So the ones down here, the pink is like did not receive services. They were diverted, duplicate, enrollment incomplete, privileged outcome, no capacity, because that does happen, right? Like we know that we all get very, very busy and we don't have the capacity, or we lose, staff is gone or funding is gone. There's just not capacity to help them, which is 100% fine and understandable. Let us know. We'll refer to another agency that hopefully does have the capacity. So there's no consequences for logging certain outcomes. Not eligible, program enrollment, self-resolved, service complete, and unable to contact. So these are the outcomes. This is just the data from the last 3 months that we had. So what we'd really like to see is obviously we want to see like these numbers go down of unable to contact. But this is also equally as important for us because if these individuals do call us back at 211 and they're like, oh, well, nobody ever called me. We're like, oh, they did try and call you. Like, is your phone number still the best way to contact you? Is there an email address that we could add to your profile? And so maybe it's a combination of both. But then we also have a record of why we can say that this, the agency was not able to contact it. So if we send it out again, we can say they're going to be calling you from this phone number. Make sure that you answer the phone number, or here's the phone number for you to reach out to them. Because we also don't want to be giving you guys referrals that don't result in anything that comes from that as well. We don't want to waste your time as either way. So does anyone have any questions on any of this?
So when someone does not answer, we've called a couple of times, they don't respond, is that did not receive services or?
Unable to contact. Like if you're not able to get in touch with them, just log it as unable to contact.
Okay.
And that is, because like sometimes it is just a result of like when people have to give us either an email or a phone number. They don't have to give us both when they set up their profile. We do try and get both, but sometimes they won't. So if in the event like you're unable to get through to them via phone, if they call us back, we can say, hey, like she was not able to get a hold of you through your phone number. Do you have an email address that you want to give us? We will ask each agency to at least make at least 3 attempts to get a hold of the individual. Some agencies have like their own criteria. Some agencies have like they have to do it 4 or 5 time touches. But we at least ask for it to at least be a minimum of 3 touches to try and get a hold of those individuals and see if you can get in touch with them. Drew, do you have a question?
Yeah, my question is if we have, because our criteria for contacting people is 3 attempts, and then after, we leave texts if we can, we leave voicemails. What happens if we do all that, we log the event as could not contact, unable to contact, and then they end up reaching back out later? Are we able to go back on the referral and change the status?
Diana, do you want to address that one?
Sorry, I'm on mute. Thank you so much for asking that question. So you mentioned that you closed out the referral and you needed to be reopened. In this case, I believe we can reopen that referral, but you'd have to submit a ticket. So that would be like a unique case. So I would recommend if you can provide us a referral number in the ticket, and then we can go ahead and look into it and reopen it for you. If not, we may have to resend over a new referral to your agency under their name. So there's different options for you. But I would recommend under these special circumstances to submit a ticket since it's a little bit more unique. But that's a great feedback.
Thank you.
And if that continues to happen, like we would like to
Yeah.
know that information as well. Like if more of you encounter this, like please let us know because these are the only way that we're going to be able to get better. So when we can anticipate how things might potentially happen down the road. And if it is something continually that happens, then we know how we can best address it. Okay. So here is our referrals for, actually, this is the same thing here. We had the biggest one is always going to be housing, food, meals, information services, income support assistance. These are the needs categories based off of the referrals that are coming in. Kind of not surprising. They kind of fall in the same ones that we get through our 2-in-1 contact center, or the way the data from our call center. So these are the top referrals for July through September. I do want to welcome these are our new partners that came in from July through September. We had Recovery Road, Care Choice Home Care, Sahas for a Cause. I sure hope I pronounced that one right. Casa of Orange County, Life Spring Home Nutrition, Project Rebound, Second Baptist Church of Santa Ana, and the Wellness and Prevention Center. And we have a couple of minutes before we start going because we're doing well on time. So Kimberly, do you want to give a little bit of a shout out about what Recovery Road does? Okay, she might not be on. So, but Recovery Road is one of our newer partners. They do essential services for those who are in recovery. They have a food pantry. They have a 12-step program that just came on. Care Choice Home Recovery. I don't see Sebastian here. So they provide ECM support. Sahas for a Cause, they are dedicated to supporting immigrants who have taken the courageous step to start a new life overseas. Life Spring Home Nutrition, Carissa, I saw you. I don't know if you're still here. Oh, there you are. You want to do a little blurb?
Hi, sure. Hi, everybody. LifeSpring Home Nutrition provides medically tailored meals to the home. So we work closely with CalOptima, and we do the 12 weeks of free meals for those that are eligible. And we work with, so referrals have to be submit to Food Smart first, and then they will send those referrals to one of 5 vendors. We're one of those. So if your members need, frozen prepared meals, that's us. If you need any help submitting referrals, 2-in-1's been great. They've been sending them our way. So that's, a great outlet to do it. And if you need more information, just let me know. Drop me an email.
All right, thank you. Okay, Project Rebound. I don't see them on here, but they are supporting higher education and reintegration for the formerly incarcerated at Cal State University Fullerton. Kalita, you want to do for your church?
Sure. Second Baptist Church of Santa Ana provides a ministry. It's called Caring, where we walk alongside people who are going through life struggles. We have peer support specialists who have been trained on just providing that support, having a safe place to speak with someone. And if they do need therapy, we have connections with some local therapists to provide culturally sensitive mental health support.
Great, thank you.
Mhm.
And the Wellness Prevention Center, they provide community education and mental health services in South Orange County. So we are really pleased to have these 8 agencies on. It makes
Belisa.
Yeah.
This is Kimberly with Recover Road. Sorry, I've been listening. I'm on. I'm just driving. I couldn't get back to you. Yeah, so
trying to speak for you.
you did a great job. I'll do more detail next month.
Oh no, you're totally okay. Go for it. We have a couple minutes anyway.
Okay, well we're excited. We've been a food pantry for quite a long time. And last month alone, even without the 2-on-1 referrals, just self-referrals, word of mouth, we fed over 7,000 people. We do it by appointment. We take 2 appointments every half an hour. We're open 5 days a week. Sometimes we open on a Saturday, depending on what's going on. And sometimes we stay late, to up till 6 o'clock. So we're excited about that. What's happened right now is that because we have so much demand right now, we basically have had to shut down the 2-on-1 because we are booking appointments through the end of November right now. So unfortunately, the capacity. We're moving into a larger building in a few months, twice the size, so we'll be able to pick up the capacity. And so we have that. Also with the housing, we do housing. For a couple of years, we've only focused on the affordable housing, and then we help people get into like sober livings treatment, that kind of stuff, appointment only. But we just recently got approved there with 211, and we're right now being trained in the family CES system and the individual CES system. So we're really excited. We also have not had our own funds available for CalAIM programs, but starting in, I think, the end of November, beginning of December, we will have our own funds. So instead of doing them a self-referral to CalAIM or Kaiser, we basically will be able to provide the funds for the community support. So we're really excited. A lot going on. Thank you, Alicia.
Thank you. And to that, I just want to point out, as she mentioned, like the food pantry, as we know, as what is expected as of coming up in November, they are saying that the SNAP benefits, also known as CalFresh, are not going to be issued. So we are in preparation for that on our end. We have a page dedicated on, I will drop it in the chat as well, our 211 resource page specifically geared towards the food pantries and the additional resources that might be popping up, as if it does continue to happen and the SNAP benefits do not go through on November 1st. The county is asking all agencies to just please, or all individuals to contact 211. So we are anticipating to be incredibly busy with that, either self searches on our website and phone calls coming in. If your agency actually already does a food pantry that you are currently already running, please let us know if you are making any changes to it so that we have the correct information on our website, because we are going to be driving people specifically to the website to do self searches there, because that's what we're trying to get people to go do, is to find them on their own. They can also call us as much as they want. We will know more, but the information that we are being given right now is to expect the CalFresh benefit to not go out as of November 1st. If anything changes, we will be updating our website and we'll be updating the information that is on there. And there is supposed to be some changes that should be coming down, and we will be updating live as we get it. So if anyone has any questions, they can reach out to our contact center staff by calling 211 or going to our website, and we'll have the most up-to-date information there. And so for this last quarter, we had 877 connections, and these are our top 5. Yes, Kalita, you have a question?
Yes, so obviously a lot of people that come to the church need food, right? And I'm trying to think, what is the best way to communicate these services being made available? Are there any restrictions? Like, I know some organizations only serve South County versus North County. Do they have to be Medi-Cal, enrolled? Those kind of general criteria.
On our website, when we're searching for the resources, like the list that we would have up there, it'll take you straight to the information that is listed on there, and the eligibility requirements would be on there that would state like what it is. And I mean, for some, I would say it's probably to be the easiest is just direct people directly to our website if they have the ability to be able to do that. If not, it'd be making a referral either on behalf of them or reading the eligibility that's listed on our website to be like, okay, yes, you're going to qualify for this one. There is, there is supposed to be an influx of food that's coming into the food banks from what we've read and what we've been told by the state. What that's going to look like yet, I don't know what that is. And so we're trying just to be ahead of it, and we're trying to anticipate the need that is going to be there, because it is 310,000 individuals in Orange County that are going to be impacted by the CalFresh benefits. That's a lot of people. So the need is going to be incredibly great. And we know that all the agencies that are already currently listed with us are going to be impacted. And so at that point, if anyone needs to be like, yeah, we can't take any more, like Recovery Road, please let us know. We won't send direct referrals over to you, but you're still listed on our website for future. And then you can make it active at a later point when you do have the capacity or the availability to take those extra ones on. And we are also in the process of reaching out and trying to add additional resources for specifically to food pantries that are not currently already listed within it. So we're going to churches, we're going to schools, we're trying to make other connections within like certain cities to see if there's resources there that we currently do not have. So we're trying to, specifically beef up the resources that we have in regards to food and food pantries.
I know we would be willing to distribute, but we don't currently distribute food. So
Yeah.
thank you.
No, but thank you. So these are our top 5 agencies with connections. We thank you all so much. I'm actually going to invite Sarah from our United to End Homelessness real quick to give a little blurb on the Exciting Person in Front of You campaign that United to End Homelessness, which is part of Orange County United Way, is going to be doing. Sarah, all yours.
Hi, everyone. I hope you can hear me okay. It is so good to be able to chat with you, and the work you're doing is indeed incredible. And so, part of what we have always done is Hunger and Homelessness Awareness Week. I am uh, I'm the Associate Director of Narrative Strategy and Public Engagement. Put that on a name tag. And part of what I do is try to make sure that our community knows about hunger and homelessness here in Orange County. As part of that, we've always done these events together. We've always done all kinds of stuff together, but we're doing something really unique this year because as I can hear you guys talking about, this is a unique year. And so we really want people to be engaging their neighbors. We want people to be engaging the person in front of them to talk about safe and affordable housing as well as hunger. So we decided to do sort of what's known as a guerrilla campaign. I know you've heard about it. I'm wearing the shirt today. The shirt has this information on the back. The person in front of you wants you to have a safe and affordable place to call home. Our hope is that folks will be in the coffee shop wearing the shirt and someone will ask a question about it. So in order to sort of like kick off this campaign, make it as big as we can, really lucky the t-shirt was designed by Trevor Gerard, who is a local designer. If you don't know who he is the designer from Stranger Things. So he did all the t-shirts from the t-shirt show Stranger Things, also a huge designer for Brixton, Hurley, all these different surfing companies. But he designed this t-shirt for us, and we're going to be handing it out on November 15th at a very large event that we need all of you to come to. It is going to be standing in solidarity for not just housing, but also hunger. There is going to be a food drive involved in it. We're going to be gathering at the Orange County Soccer Club, their arena in Irvine. And so if we need about 500 people to make the image that we're hoping to make on the field, which is 500 folks making the image of a home to stand up for housing and for hunger here in Orange County. We're also going to be unveiling some of the numbers around hunger in Orange County, really hoping that our neighbors, the people that are there with us, but also the folks that will see the photos later, we'll see that there's a lot of us that really care about this. So this is the campaign. You can sign up and join us now. We have over 360 folks already signed up to come, but we know that 500 people means we need even more than 500 people to sign up to show up. There's all kinds of people. We're talking electeds coming all the way to artists, musicians. It is an interesting crowd of folks. I will say if you are serve a population or who are concerned about having their images captured. So we work with organizations that are largely folks whose immigration statuses, they might be worried about their photos being taken. So we do have a process for that. The aerial photo will be very high up, and so people's faces won't be visible for that. And then if people are taking individual photos to share on social media, we do have a sticker indicating please don't post this person's face, just so you know. That's also true for children. This is an event you can bring kids to. And if you don't want your kids to be on the internet, no worries. We'll just make sure they have a sticker. There is going to be really good coffee and snacks being provided. So another thing, it's 9:30, November 15th. We should be getting out way before noon, but we've got it scheduled to noon. And it's just going to be a couple of aerial photos together and just a really great way for us to all stand with our neighbors. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. Belisa can give you my contact information. I am very honored to be able to work alongside with you all and to raise some solidarity and for neighbors. Some folks who have lived experience said they're very excited about this because it does indicate there are so many people in our community that are willing to say that they stand up for this. So thank you guys.
And I'll make sure that I include the link too when we send out the recording on how to sign up. It should have gone in your newsletter. So if you guys didn't already receive your newsletter, the link was in there, and we are really excited about this. Like as an organization, we think it's going to be fabulous. So we'd actually really love to have all of you guys there as partners. to join us and really show that we do care about this as a county and as, our organizations, but specifically as a county, and it's just people in general.
Yeah, and Lisa, I think I want to emphasize too, our partners that run the food bank are really like hoping that we'll have that many people show up with items because they are worried about what you just chatted about a moment ago.
And it's, and especially by the 15th, we'll have known, we'll be like either in the thick of it or it'll have been like, resolved by then. Also, one thing I do want to point out as far as like we are getting our calls are coming in with people who do receive their benefit. And one thing that they're consistently asking us is like, okay, if we don't get that benefit, are we going to get it later on? So as of now, this is just for general information. As now what we are being told, that benefit is retroactive. Just if you are working with individuals, but we don't know what that is going to be. So like the need, we're anticipating like this, we want to be as prepared as we can for like the long term. But what we are telling callers when they call in is as of today, we are being told that not to expect that SNAP benefit to come through. But if it does come through at a later point, it would be retroactive. And then we're just going to be having like the food agencies listed as much as we can to help drive people to the agencies that are best going to be able to serve them. And they can search by their zip code too, or, if they have specifications that they're looking for. Yes, Kalita.
Sorry for so many questions, but this is so intriguing to me. So Sarah, can I get this flyer so that I can put it in our church newsletter? Because I know that there are several people who are in that area that would love to be a part of this photo. I'm getting goosebumps just talking about
Yeah,
it.
absolutely. I would love to get your contact information and I can send you, we've got kits of graphics you can put in your newsletter. And we'll send you the link to all of that as well. So let me
Wonderful.
actually, why don't I give you in the chat, I'm going to give you um my email and so people can go ahead and email me if they want the same thing. We have it in Spanish as well.
Wonderful.
So if that is helpful, we've got that. So I see your information and I'll send you all that stuff today. It also has a really fun Instagram account if you guys want to follow, again, the longest Instagram handle where the person in front of you. And the reason we're that, and it's not necessarily linked to United Way in particular, is we have about 70 orgs that are working with us. So we want to make sure that we are highlighting all of them.
This is great. Thanks.
Okay, great. Thank you. Erica, I see you're on here. We have a couple of minutes left. And I know that I had spoken to you beforehand about wanting to do like a little blurb about Poppy Life. So I don't know if you're on and if you want to be able to, because we have a couple of minutes.
Yes. Hi, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Thank you, Blesa. So for those of you that don't know who we are, Poppy Life Care, we're an integrative, holistic mental health and just overall health group. We are contracted for day habilitation through the end of the year, actually, with Cal Optima. And then we're also contracted through CalAIM. And then we also offer talk therapy. So we can support folks with talk therapy. Through our day habilitation program, we offer services like yoga therapy, nutritional counseling. So we have registered dietitians. And we also do executive functioning wellness coaching is what we call it. So we really focus on ADLs and independent living skills to support folks in a number of ways, whether that's meal planning, learning about how food can impact the body, kind of food as medicine. We really focus on gut-brain health as well as hormone health with nutrition. Executive functioning wellness coaching is really, again, around ADL, stress reducing practices, emotional regulation techniques, things like that. Yoga therapy, same thing, emotional regulation techniques. We focus on movement, of course. Oftentimes trauma gets stuck in the body, so we teach on how folks can move through that. And then we also work with just sort of self discipline, self-awareness through yoga, different breathing techniques, things like that to help also reduce stress. And then, like I said, we offer talk therapy. So we have a clinical psychologist on the team as well as 2 AMFTs. And we have a psychiatrist on the team as well that oversees our clinical side of things. And we will hopefully be contracted with CalOptima for behavioral health within the next 30 days, which is exciting. So yeah, that's a little bit about us. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And we're happy to have you on as a partner.
Yes, likewise.
Thank you all for coming today. If anyone has any additional questions, now would be the time to ask them. I will be sending out the meeting and the recording of the meeting and the slides. Oh, Kalita, you have another question? I love these questions. No one ever has them. It makes me so happy.
I am just so intrigued. This is fabulous. Erica, I need to come. Where are you
Yes,
located?
come on over. So we're in Newport Beach. We're right next to Hoag Hospital.
Okay.
We have a beautiful center. Belisa actually came a few months back, and it's small, so it's more for intimate because a lot of what we do is one-on-one with folks or small groups, because we do focus sometimes on socialization depending on the client. So we want to make sure it's sensory friendly and not too overwhelming as well. But yeah, come check us out. I would love to have you, Kalita. Maybe we can connect offline. I'll put my contact information in the chat if that works.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Thank you all for your time. Our next meeting is going to be in January, so it's January 28th. So we will not see anyone until after the holidays. So I hope you all have a safe and healthy holiday season. We will be sending out updates regarding everything that's happening regarding food. So please stay informed. Reach out to us if you have any questions. If you're experiencing a need that's not being met, or your clients are, please let us know. We'll do our best to make sure that we're either getting that information on our website or we can connect you with it. Not so much as GetHelpOC, but as 2-in-1 as a whole. Okay, thank you all for being here, and we'll be in touch.
Thanks so much, you all. Have a good one.
Thank you so much.